How's everyone doing, guys? Mask here. Now, you all know the Spellbound Silence EX structure deck came out. Actually, it was yesterday now. We're close. Spellbound Silence EX, basically, the real new thing about this deck is Silent Magician. They've released the actual Silent Magician, not one of the leveled ones. Silent Magician cannot be normal summoned or set, must be special summoned from your hand by attributing a spellcaster type monster, and cannot be special summoned by other ways. This card gains 500 attack for each card in your hand, and once per turn during either player's turn, when a spell card is activated, you can negate the activation. Only once though, once per turn. It's one thing to remember. Some people, it catches you off guard. We don't realize you can only negate one card. If this card is destroyed, but here's the part that makes this card crazy strong. When this card is destroyed by battle, or in its owner's control is destroyed by an opponent's card effect, you can special summon one Silent Magician monster from your hand or deck, except Silent Magician, ignoring its summoning conditions. So, you can summon Silent Magician level 8, which is a 3500 attack, unaffected by your opponent's spell effects monster, onto the field when Silent Magician dies. So that's where you get some crazy synergy happening. Another really noteworthy card in this deck is Gold Sarcophagus. Banish one card from your deck face up. During your second standby phase after this card's activation, add that card to your hand. This is going to be phenomenal for farming. Being able to hand pick one single card out of your entire deck just by having 3 copies of Gold Sarcophagus. So now you can run 3 copies of something, 3 copies of Gold Sarcophagus, and boom, you have 6 copies of that same card in the deck if it's something you really need for farming, even any duel really. If it's a one-of, this could help for consistency in a deck. I know you're delayed by a turn getting the card, but maybe getting that card is still that important that you want to run this. That being said, we have a deck on screen here on the right that was shared with me by Serenity. Thanks a lot, Serenity. It's time to give the optimized deck list a run through, like you've been telling me. It is going to be using Spellbooks and Silent Magician, abusing the switcheroo skill with Cosmic Cyclones. Now, this is a post-ban list deck. That's the really important part. There may be things you may not agree with in the list. Maybe you want a different skill ran, but the point of this list is it's good to go even after the ban wave hits Duel Links. Restart gets messed right up. Balance, totally different now. So switcheroo can be all it needs to take this deck from a bricked hand to a god hand. You get a Cosmic Cyclone off, you take a hit. It's really usually only one card you wouldn't like in your hand at any given time, and there's a lot you could draw into that gets you whatever you want. Any blue boy at any time pretty much is a good draw. Secrets, always a good draw. If you have a Spellcaster, Masters, and something else, that's technically a good one too. But here's a good opening. We got Secrets, which means we haven't bricked. Go ahead, grab blue boy. Yes, this is also Spellbooks, so bear with me while I do my 4 or 5 things here on my first turn. And we're sitting on 5,000 life points. I'm just sort of adapting to that. I didn't play a whole lot of Gold Sarcophagus. Woo! Didn't play a whole lot of ranked before the World Championship qualifiers, just because didn't need to. And showing us just how useful it can be to ping one card out of your deck. That is a Buster Blader. Uh-oh. Not like this, dude. I see where this is going and I don't like it at all. There's gonna be a Buster Blader being summoned soon. As long as we get Silent Magician out, though. I mean, Silent Magician level 8 can run Buster Blader over, so we may not be in trouble. And anything my opponent does to remove Silent Magician is summoned, except for Banishing, actually. Banishing will always still be a weakness. The more Banishing gets into play here, the better things are. Banish... Oh, during your second standby phase, that changes things up quite a lot, actually. Now, I wonder if I had pushed that damage last turn, would I be in a better spot right now? Yeah, there's totally a Kribo in that hand, so it's whatever. We're about. Oh, he didn't even go for it. Doesn't care. It's like, nah, I'm probably playing Last Gamble, right? Because I'm Joey. Is that what this is? Scroll up to the top here, yeah. Probably Last Gamble. NA math. Doesn't look like it would have been lethal anyway. Come on, what do you got for me, Joey? Second standby phase? Yeah. Have your Buster Blader. Obviously, I sense a Poly coming in here. I got no spellbook cards left in the deck. All that's left in there is 3 Cosmic Cyclones, Treacherous Trap Hole, 3 Cosmic Cyclones, a Treacherous Trap Hole, Silent Magician level 8, and 3 Silent Magician. So that's every card of the entire deck. Just draw me a Silent Magician, please. Come on. And he's not summoning with what? What's going on? It's just a 1900. Come on, come on. Level 8. The brick. The brick. We could do a fate rotation. These are the proper way to use up your eternities. Nope, I just did not do it properly whatsoever. Supposed to go Eternity Master, Master, rotate for Eternity. Not a big deal. My graveyard's full enough. I expect to get hit by something here. He's obviously not going to let me attack for lethal. I mean, I've also been sensing that Karibo in his hand for Wall of D. Fantastic, dude. It's just what I wanted to see. You know, you're a guy. You got it. Solid. You got me. 3 of 7 cards, Silent Magician. Just let me draw it. It's Silent Magician or Cosmic Cyclone. At this point, either is not so bad, because the Cosmic Cyclone gets us a switcheroo. I'm really just not getting to feel the power of this deck yet. I mean, it is only turn 8, but... Ooh, Heart of the Underdog. What? Add it to the main phase. Cosmic Cyclone. You know what I'm really not scared of? Heart of the Underdog. So let's hit this card. Poly! Ooh, that could be a really good hit. Who knows if he's got extra ones of those or not. Silent Magish. There we go. Finally. Alright, so 3 cards in hand still. That means we should be looking at a 2500 Silent Magician. These guys can go in defense now. You've served your purpose. Do I want to set Fate? I think with 500 life points on my opponent, it's a pretty safe Fate set just to have it available. Obviously, we're getting Karibo'd here. No problem. If this Silent Magician is destroyed by any means and leaves the field, boom, it gets upgraded. Draw Sense low level. Oh, I don't get to see it, right. Interesting. Draw Sense low level, guaranteeing the Heart of the Underdog. I cannot vouch for the opponent's deck in any way, but come on, kill the Silent Magician. You know you wanna. How many of these we got in the graveyard? It should only be spellbooks and 1 blue boy. So we should have a banish ready. Yeah, you go ahead and do that, all right. While you're busy reading the card text after my summon, I'll just make sure that back row isn't about to do anything. What was it? Enemy controller. Okay. So Silent Magician gets destroyed by battle or any card effect that your opponent controls. Silent Magician level 8 on the field. Good to go. Immune to your opponent's spell effects. Here's another Silent Magician. We can upgrade one of these blue boys. They're all wearing blue. They match. It's perfect. It's a great deck. It's like, this deck is so nice. It's like you coordinated your outfit. And boom. Free 3500 summon. One of the craziest parts is you can do that in your battle phase and get that extra attack in, or just suicide. If you can trade Silent Magician with an opponent's monster, even better. Trade it, clear the field. Silent Magician summons out Silent Magician level 8. Swing. 3500. Good to go. It's a playable opening hand. It's a little bricky. We've yet to see one of those spicy blue boy Silent Magician openings that I actually would like. But nothing thins the deck like Spellbooks does, so your chances of actually starting to draw into your combo pieces are pretty high. Grab the Secrets in the Grave, and like I normally would go to grab an org here. Gonna grab the power out, and once again we'll use power just for the sake of having that banish on fate available. Set fate. Kind of want to double set fate, but just in case we don't draw a spellbook card, I want to keep the second fate in hand. If we secrets master, we still can play master next turn. Alright, what are we playing against? I feel like everybody's trying to get a piece of that Silent Magician right now. Rosemary. Fragrance Storm, what? Nah. No thanks. I'll just deny you that that card draw. Potentially 2 card draw, actually. It's a plant type monster on the field anywhere. That's actually pretty cool. You could just kill your opponent's monster with it. And the prismatic, beautiful Silent Magician shows up. That's right. I'm just gonna sit here in my Silent Magician pose, sniffing my armpit. That's what Silent Magician does all day. Special summon, Blue Boy. Beautiful. This is what the deck was made for. This moment right here. And just boom! Surrender. What? Come on! Come on! I guess if you have a deck and you're only good removal, a lot of your deck revolves around spell cards, you're probably just gonna scoop when you see Silent Magician. It is that commanding in games. It's an easy summon, completely shuts down spell cards, pushing us more towards important traps. Again, which is pretty crazy because we've had extremely spell card heavy decks as of recent trying to abuse Treacherous Trap Hole, because Treacherous Trap Hole is one of the best traps available in the game right now. As you can see, it's in this deck. It's been in just about every deck since it came out that doesn't rely heavily on traps already. So that Silent Magician kind of comes in to shake things up now. Auto-negating 1 spell per turn. And would you look at this? Finally, we see a turn 1 opener where we can get Silent Magician on the field right away and get rolling with it. So we can even have a semi-primed Fate available this turn. I won't summon Silent Magician right now, just so she won't bug me a million times. Do you want to negate your own cards? Do you want to negate your own cards? Hey, do you want to negate your own cards? No! Every time I toggle off, I forget to toggle back on. So that's not an option either. And we're good to go. Alright. I hope you didn't need any spell cards to set up any combos. I've played against CA as Silent Magician. Was hilarious. They did manage to get a ritual off still and kill the Silent Magician with Dakini, which doesn't give you the Silent Magician effect. That, you gotta note that doesn't count as being destroyed. Dakini's effect is very weird. You send your own monster to the graveyard. But it didn't matter. We were able to get one out pretty quickly afterwards. You know what? I feel like I'm being baited right now, but I don't care. Oh wait, I didn't. Ah man, I was supposed. Ignore that. I feel like I just got completely baited, and it was my own fault. I fully intended on not negating that, so that I could negate this. And that was his plan too. But luckily, we have Fate set. I can only flip it upside down, but that is enough to negate ties. It no longer has a face-up target to do all the comparisons it needs to. It's got to compare tributes. It's got to compare types and whatnot. In order to do that, the card still needs to be on the field. And there's a scoop. So the spell card forced my opponent into wasting an econ just by having Silent Magician on the field. Econ, gone. And if you can read into plays like that, obviously my opponent was trying to set something up. An immediate turn 1 econ, you're baiting a negate. My original goal was to actually just let it happen, but I would have had to use Fate anyway, so not a big deal. What do you got for me, Jaden? Winning will rank up. Get out of this plat hell. Silent Magician, opening hand. We got Cosmic Cyclone. the hand's playable. With power, we actually have a Fate available as well. Blue Boy Secrets, Secrets Master, Master Fate, with the power going into the grave. Eternity's there to help keep smooth things along. It looks like I will save power and use it on Silent Magician, just because. Having that Fate available is so good. Blue Boy Secrets, Secrets Master, yep. Master, show power, we're using it this turn anyway. Pull out Fate. Summon Silent Magician first, because obviously we want it to actually benefit from that plus 1,000. And you're going to lose a lot of your attack because I got to set these cards. They're a must set. 2,500, we'll take it. Wamesley 15 with only one card in hand. Where the heroes dwell. They dwell in the skyscrapers. What do you got? What do you got? Okay then. And we can't negate Skyscraper's activation because it's a skill. Skills exist outside of game rules. And obviously he had a bunch of spells in his deck, and they just were not able to handle Silent Magician. But this deck gets Silent Magician out pretty handedly. But Silent Magician, it's an extremely fun deck. I think it doesn't. We're not feeling like it is really popping off right now because people are expecting it. It just came out, so most of the decks running around in the ladder right now aren't running a lot of spells. They've probably already been run over by it. I mean, we just climbed easily into Legend 1 with a 5-game win spree when we picked the deck up just to show it off. Serenity, fantastic job. I love it as a first deck list draft. I think I'm going to test this deck out. Minus a Fate, plus 1 Org. When I was doing a lot of spellbook testing, I found 2 Fates completely manageable. Secrets gives you the consistency, and that Org I am just missing for my opening plays. I feel like it's fantastic, and it's going to help us search for Silent Magician. And I don't feel obliged to waste power all the time. Now this could easily be pilot error on my part. I didn't make the deck in the first place. If any of you guys think I've made any huge misplays or thought I should play something different, let me know in the comments down below. I'd love to hear it. But yeah, Silent Magician. It is a little unfortunate that this is 100% cash money only deck. You have to buy the structure decks with money. Konami, really guys, I don't know. It will not ever get that pit away. That feeling in my stomach will not go away. I feel like this is the beginning of the end. But that's not a conversation for this video. This video is just to show off Silent Magician and this beautiful, beautiful prismatic version of Silent Magician that I honestly could sit here and just stare at for hours. One of the nicest arts in the game. One of my favorites for sure. And look at it shine. It's just so beautiful. But thanks for checking us out, guys. Silent Magician deck. Cosmic Cyclones to pop Switcheroo. Even though we didn't use Switcheroo once. We did get a Cosmic Cyclone off, though, in that last game. And I had a Switcheroo available. It was just, there was never a card in my hand I wanted to swap. But Switcheroo is going to get definitely brought back into the spotlight. Cosmic Cyclone's a fantastic card to pop its effect off. Because with Restart gone, Balance gone, this becomes, once again, back in the day, you only ever used to run Switcheroo. You'd be like, what skill should you use in the deck? Just use Switcheroo. It helps you unbrick. That's exactly it. It helps you unbrick. Rotate things back into the deck. You can even put things back in the deck just to search them out again with secrets if you have them in your hand. Like, it's really nice. So check the deck out. Give it a chance. If you haven't already bought the structure packs, I'm not going to tell you to go buy them. Maybe wait a little longer, see how things even out. Silent Magician feels strong, but it's only strong in a spell-heavy meta. If people are running traps anyhow, lots and lots of traps, then its effect is really not helping you out too much. And Silent Magician level 8 only has 1,000 defense, so that's a really hard card to actually take advantage of. It's not as big of a boss monster as you want it to be. Easily taken out by any trap effects. Obviously, you can't econ it into defense. But so the weak defense isn't that bad. You have Windstorm, Curse of Anubis. They'll both put them in a defense, make it really easy to kill. But yeah, hope you guys check this deck out. Have fun with it. Join our Discord, guys. There's a link in the description down below. As well as come check me out live on stream. Twitch.tv/MasKScarin. You got my Facebook and my Twitter account in the description down below as well to find out when we're going live. But most of all, guys, stay classy.